for Ampis and number 2.
Starting lineup brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. JC and JV Marcelino sa backcourt for Nueva Ecija. Will Macaloni, Rob Celis, and Byron Villarias completing the starting five. Bulacan naman has Pablo Lucas, Art Aquino, Joseph Celso, Joseph Marquez, and Gino Humauas. Obviously, heavily favored itong Nueva Ecija to pick up win number 10 this season. And we'll see how Bulacan will fare here, because this is just going to be, it promises to be a long and challenging afternoon para sa kanila.
Yeah, I agree. And you're going up against the number 1 team in almost every category, and defensively medyo challenge talaga itong Bulacan, kuya. So what matters now is paano nila pipigilan itong pag-scoring nitong Nueva Ecija.
They lost almost an average of over 30 points this season as Celso tried to bank that one in. Masyadong malakas. The first possession for Nueva Ecija. JV Marcelino. They go to Will Macaloni against Celso. The cross-court pass. Toto Villarias. Unable to make the three. Rebound is Celso. And a chance to, perhaps get Will Macaloni going this season. It hasn't been the usual for Will Macaloni, and he's struggled with injuries as well, and only playing his 7th game of the season. 7.2 points and 6.7 rebounds. So, and 34% shooting para kay Will Macaloni. Not the most efficient para sa kanya as he opens the game with the basket, Will Macaloni.
Agree. And the thing na he's also still in the top 3 minutes played, at least dito sa mga games na nalaro nila. We'd like to hope na maka-bounce back itong si Will and go back to his usual numbers.
And he is part of that all MPBL first team. Ball knocked away by Toto Villarias. Bola nanatili dito sa Bulacan, Kuyas.
Kahit na may size advantage dun kanina, hindi rin matibag eh.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Marquez puts Bulacan on the board. 2-2. Macaloni will take the jumper and knock it down.
Good thing, Will Macaloni so far making 2 baskets in a row. And again, gusto mo siya makita talagang makabalik sa flow ng game eh.
It's 4-2. Humauas with the drive. It's the off-balance shot, and Villarias unable to stop Gino Humauas. That's his first basket as well, Gino. Cel is on a triple team, and JC Marcelino misses the 3, and Macaloni, that's last touch on him. Bola ng Bulacan.
So pagkakataon lumabang dito ng Bulacan, this is an opportunity for them to at least get a driver's seat here in this game.
Well, they took the lead with Humauas.
Kanina, right?
Here's a foul. JC Marcelino. Here's the danger on playing a team like Bulacan. It could put you in a sense of
complacency.
If like LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, like to give a quick shout out to Coach Don Dula. I don't see him in the bench, but I'm sure he's watching right now. I hope you're doing well, Coach.
And I like that you pointed out yung complacency, kasi yung mga starters ng Nueva Ecija in the previous game, none of them scored in double digits. Matter of fact, sila Manaytay, Costello, as well as si John Wilson were the ones who really provided the scoring in that game against Jensen. So the hope is patuloy na makabalik dun sa usual numbers nila for the starters of the Rice Vanguards.
And John Wilson, it's more of my concern is actually more of yung intensity level. More than anything, if you're taking on a team like Bulacan, because if you intensity, mababa. You'll, you know, give them a lot of confidence. But Robbie Celis, nang bigla si Toto. Toto Robbie.
Ginulat ka habang nagpapaliwanag kayo,
Kaya
no?
nga eh. Slamming that one home. Takbo ang Nueva Ecija. Macaloni to Wilson. Wilson to Robbie. The kick out to Toto. Villarias for 3. It's off to the right. Here's JV Marcelino for 2.
Ang JB, alam mo naman na yan, pagka sa ilalim, you can count on offensive rebounding. And yun rin lang nagiging problema ng Bulacan, rebounds. They're not really on top when it comes to that department. And so, you know, these deficits and these losses na coming up with at least mga 30-point loss margin.
Hindi natin nabigyan ng hustisya itong dunk ni Robbie Celis. Dapat ulitin niya ulit eh. Dapat ulitin mo.
Oh, isa pa. Take 2, ika nga.
Robbie, the handoff to Toto. Nice. Nice drop off to Macaloni. Well defended though. Aquino. Nice spin by Art Aquino. There's a whistle going against the Rice Vanguards. That will go against Toto Villarias. Here's our Gixer, great move of the game, born for greatness. Robbie Celis with the jam. Binigla na lang tayo eh. Sumalpak eh. Ito si Robbie Celis.
Natahimik lang pero biglang gumawa ng slam dunk out of nowhere. Ang laking bagay pa dito na nawala rin sa Bulacan si Delphio, si RR De Leon is one of their top scorers. It's been quite a while that we haven't seen him. And so they have to find other guys like JR Sumido that would score for them.
8-5 is the count. And JR Sumido will come off the bench for this one. Wilson. Macaloni gets stripped. On the rebound, it's a foul on Marquez.
Right now, si Will Macaloni is taking the lead, at least on the effort perspective dito, lalo na yung inside rebounding niya. Going up against 2 and 3 other Bulacan Kuyas. And really taking this opportunity to be able to build on numbers, get a really good momentum, especially heading into their next games.
There's a coach's challenge here, and we will be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge has been nullified. Initial ruling on the floor stays. Foul on number 6, Joseph Marquez.
The MPBL, Villarias with a strip. Macaloni with a recovery. And Wilson with a finish for our fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X-Pop. Personal karaoke speaker. Every day, karaoke. Time out muna tayo.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino. Number 50 sa balota.
Huwag nyo...
Para sa 100% pag-unlad,
50 si Manny.
para sa 100% pagbabago,
50 si Manny.
para sa 100% paglilingkod,
50 si Manny.
Manny Pacquiao. Para sa 100% Pinas.
50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
at the Pasay Astrodome for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesames. Coach Rob Wainwright and the rest of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards were
is known for dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Just an extremely hard-working hustle player. When you talk about that, you know, he used to be really, you know, counted upon offensively, but because sa sitwasyon dito sa Nueva Ecija, they have a lot of weapons, and you know, he's been doing the other things, you know, and he's doing it quite well.
Agree. And pretty much lahat ng role and assignments na binigay kay Billy, you know, he's been a very good contributor to the roster of Coach Don Dulay, and none big in the last game against Jensen. It's pretty huge, that match.
Unable to convert on the three-pointer. Here's Gino Humauas. He's blocked by Manaytay. Humauas will try again. He gets bumped on the way up, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, there's a technical. Who is it against? As we bring you this 3-point shot at ECIJA Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Billy Robles with that 3 right there.
Foul on number 23, by second. Technical foul on number 24, Gino Humauas, for using profane language.
Oh.
Okay. So a technical on Gino Humauas. Here's 2 fouls. Manaytay is whistled for his second personal foul. Wilson knocks down the technical free throw. Humauas will shoot 2 free throws the other way. 39-14.
Hindi lang talaga maka-score tong Bulacan. Halos pareho yung number of attempts. But really, just the shot making and the scoring has been the challenge.
Gino Humauas had 17 against Sarangani, 12 in the final period. And ended up in a loss, as we mentioned. And Tyron Chan gets his opportunity here with 7 minutes to play in the second period. Pahinga muna si Christian Manaytay. Bola na kay Billy Robles. Robles the handoff to Wilson. Back to Billy. Billy trying to go for the reverse. He's blocked by the rim.
One of his favorite moves, yung mga pakaliwang finish na yon inside the lane. Sayang, di pumasok.
Here's Celso. Fakes the handoff. Now with Aquino. Aquino lost it. Robles bigay kay Costello. Costello to Wilson. Kulang sa pektos. Billy Robles. No go, and another opportunity. He makes it count.
Pero ang ganda pa rin ng lipad ni Billy Robles talaga, no? Ibang klase rin yung elevation eh.
Humauas knocks down the 3. (41-19) under 6 minutes to play. Chan will launch a 3. That's off to the left. Bulacan trying to get into their offense quickly. There's a whistle going against Nueva Ecija, Ralph Tancinco.
Well, these guys, Tancinco, Tyron Chan, they're gonna get their minutes. As see this 3 here by Humauas. And very important din na magkaroon ng floor time itong other guys from the Rice Vanguards.
Gawex Gonzaga is in the game for Bulacan. Marquez with the jumper. Bola nakuha ni John Wilson. It's 41-19 dito sa second quarter natin. Wilson, Chan, the extra pass. Tancinco for 3. That won't go. Tapik ends up with Marquez.
Love the hustle of the Rice Vanguards. Mike's still trying to tip that ball away, give them another crack at the basket.
Marquez is fouled on the way up by Costello.
Right there, nobody getting that spot on that weak side wing cut by Marquez. He's actually isa sa mga player na talagang titingnan mo rin pagdating sa scoring and liderato dito sa Bulacan Cruz. But it's been tough.
Marquez used to play for Mindoro and then also with San Juan. Misses the first free throw. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Costello gets a rest and pinasok na si Kenneth Mocon, former MPBL champion as well with Davao. Mocon to Wilson. Misses on the three. Rebound ni Celso.
Medyo little off going to the left yung 3-point attempt ni John Wilson.
Aquino.
Robles now gets a rest after picking up that foul, and Robbie checks back in.
Nart Aquino at the line. Well, never see already over the limit with 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Aquino cannot capitalize on these free throws.
So the only guys that have not yet been fielded in para dito sa Rice Vanguards would be Arenas, Ayaay, and I think just those two. Oh yeah, Bobby Balucanag.
Yeah, and you expect to see them later on.
Yeah.
Toto Villarreal set to check in.
Ganda.
And Robbie Sell is all alone, and I'm worried with Bulacan's effort here.
And the lack of it.
Yun nga eh.
Grabe.
Walang effort eh.
Oh, you're going up against the top team, and you know you gotta show off your best effort to try and at least be closer in this match.
Yeah, 15 assists already para sa ECIJA Rice Vanguards. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And the Rice Vanguards, you feel like hindi pa nga sila nakakaalis sa ano eh. Sa first gear eh. Di ba?
Correct. Parang cruising pa rin eh, no? You know, parang long drive na slow.
Oo. Pero kahit long drive, wala eh.
Yeah. The separation is so
Grabe,
huge.
tapos tinutulungan pa sila, may cheerleader pa sila na nagdi-distract sa free throw shooter ng Bulacan.
Dinig na dinig may audio sa loob ng gym eh.
Chan has it. Robbie Celis. Oh, nice. Nice.
Wow. And that's assist number 16. Here already. If you got a team getting 20 assists, you're already happy with that. But 16 in the first half and we're not even done. Just so much of the ball sharing para dito sa Rice Vanguards. Regardless kung sino yung kalaban nila. They've really been playing like that.
Well, right now, I think it's more about playing with pride for Bulacan. You know, all those losses and then facing a powerhouse team like NUEVA. You gotta at least show up with, you know, with effort.
Yeah. Yun talaga yun. You have to show up at least, you know, to take some joy out of this because mapakita lang na meron kang sinusubukang gawin para mapigilan itong Rice Vanguards. We do understand it's tough because they are the #1 team in a lot of aspects, points per game and assists, and you got to contend with that all throughout this game. And so if you're Bulacan, you have to make a good account of yourselves and try to get some compete in this game.
And it could be an unsportsmanlike foul as well on Marquez.
On that 3 attempt by Tosi, you know?
Oh, landing spot. The referee Sev Pingol was the one who made the decision there.
Of course, Tosi, you know, one of the top 3-point gunners para dito sa Rice Vanguards. Coach Don Dulay in that win where he became the best player of the game.
That was their
Really
first game of the season.
Yeah, first game. He gave him the go signal to go take the three. He understands he's a floor spacer for the Rice Vanguards. And he has good company, John Wilson, no? Villarias and himself.
Well, Tosi will have 3 free throws plus the ball for Nueva Ecija. 46-21. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. This has hardly been a competitive game, but you know, you have to go through it.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of the schedule. So
Right. Pero kailangan, you really hope that Bulacan would show up. At least, siguro second half, you know, a little bit of effort.
Villarias from the corner. That won't go. Rebound. Fought for. Bola mapupunta sa mga naka-blue.
And you just can't hope that they miss shots. You got to challenge shots and secure rebounds, and then execute real good your side of the floor if you're the Kuyas.
48-21. It's a 27-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Sumido, which pick will he use? He uses Celso's pick. He gets it to Marquez. Marquez for 3, and he swishes that one through.
Good challenge though by Rob Celis on that 3 attempt.
48-24. Tancinco. They go down low to Celis. Gawix is defending him. Celis had that ball poked away. Plenty of hands there involved.
Mahirap yung nakikita mo na nadidinig mo pa yung tapikan.
There's the 3 from Marquez. Stepping into that 3-pointer. Robbie Celis mintis ang unang free throw.
I still have flashbacks of that.
Coach Rob Wainwright and Coach Matt Makalintal. One of the most well-conditioned coaching staff
Agree.
in the league.
Agree.
Okay? I wouldn't go up against this coaching staff if it was a pickup game. Sino kaya yun?
Parang
In terms of coaching staff, maganda yan eh. Magpaliga tayo, mga coaching staff naman.
Oh, parang invitational na pocket tournament.
Oo, coaching staff naman. Pwedeng combine natin yung dalawang kupunan, coaching staff. Kaya yung mga coaches na may dyan, konting tampuhan, edi maging okay na sila, di ba?
Banding.
Yung banding eh. But, you know, kidding aside, we have some really good players, former pros, sa mga coaching staff ng mga kupunan natin dito.
Maglalaro si Boss Kais niyan.
Oo. Hindi, team owner din. Sige,
Oo,
pwede
sama na, team owner.
Mocon. Villarias. No good. Rebound, Macaloni. Well defended by Celso. Good challenge there by Joseph Celso. Marquez trying to reward Celso, who ran the floor as Macaloni stayed behind. Will Macaloni ang bumangga, giba.
Hindi mo pipigilan
Will
yun.
Macaloni, 2 points plus the foul.
You can't stop him if he's that full steam ahead downhill.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Giba talaga pag binangga mo.
He converts the bonus. 13 in the game para kay Will Macaloni. 52-26. Aquino, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Too long on the ball.
Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking. Gonzaga had to fire as there were 3 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Mocon to Tancinco. That's a blocking foul on Sumido.
Even that defense by Sumido was pretty much late.
Medyo hindi magandang disiplina dun sa defensive stand na yun. Could have just stayed in front and, you know.
Stay in front, wait for what he's gonna do, then it's a matter of...
I-funnel mo dun sa help, pwede din.
Correct. Matter of chase for space na lang yan. Depende sa defensive principles. If you're gonna influence going the baseline side, try to drive in the middle. And somehow, parang each guy on his own no?
Yeah.
When they defend.
.31 seconds remaining. 7-second differential game clock and shot clock. 54 to 26. Aquino. I think you have to wait.
Okay.
I don't think you have to wait. And then you dribble it off your foot. And it's a backcourt violation. I don't know what they're waiting for there. To attack.
Yeah. It was number one. You're catching up.
Yeah,
you gotta score real quick.
54 to 26. And like Nueva Ecija here, that's trying to get a basket before time expires. There's a foul on Celso.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
That's a tough call to say the least, but I don't think you have the right to complain if you're playing like this
Agree.
at the moment.
Lalo na with how
You're down 28, and then you still have to complain about that call.
Yeah, especially you didn't execute well on your side of the floor when it was your turn to do clock management. And so Rob is gonna continue to add on this lead for the Rice Bangers before we head into the break.
And gets warned for delay of game as well. Two for two. Robbie Celis. Oh, 2 seconds na lang no? And that will do it. The first half in the books. Dito sa Pasay Astrodome on this Thursday afternoon. Unang laro. Nueva Ecija lamang 56 to 26 against Bulacan.